Hello? Hello. Just time! It is time! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Today is gonna be a good stream. Good, yes. We get to start the expansion. Yes. The thing I've been waiting for so long. I'm so excited! Anyway, hello. Welcome to the stream for today. If you couldn't tell from my excitement, we're starting Endwalker today, and I am, like, incredibly excited. I'm very excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Yes. But hopefully everything's working fine. I had to reset up my entire audio setup for today because I realized that, hey, I can't see the screen, which actually looks nice. So I moved my microphone over here. It's very cool. Hopefully it sounds good, because yes. But the promised day has arrived. After all this time, it's only like 6 months after the expansion came out. It's not that long. It's not terrible. No, it's pretty bad. We're starting Endwalker today. We're starting the game. And I'm excited. I have already gotten Final Fantasy started up. I have already prepared myself mentally for everything that is to come. And, yeah. It's gonna be good. And if I'm not... There we go. Well, yeah. That's gonna be sick. I think... I don't really have that much to do before getting into Endwalker. I have already watched the trailer like 60 times, so I'm not sure if I'm going to watch that on stream. But... I think we're like... we're already on like the quest. The next quest is it. It's going to be sick. It's going to be nice. I've prepared myself. I do need to go and do some quick things before we get into this, before I completely forget about, like, everything in the world. I need to do Cold Saucer. I need to do my Gamba before it gets to another Saturday where I completely forget to get my Gamba from the previous week, and I just lose out on, like, 1,000 MGP. I always do that. I always just, like, leave it and never actually do it. Where is it? There we go. I get myself turned around. But yes. Yes. I honestly, like, I'm a little bit calmer than I expected myself to be. I've been super hyped for this for so long that, I'm so excited it's wrapped around to being calm, and I just, like, god damn it. I've just, like, it's been, like, what is that called in, like, programming, where you, like, loop around from the max thing? It's gonna be good. God damn it. Never lucky. Let's see. No, never lucky. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah. Last stream. Wait, I should have gotten that one. Please? Dang it. 4. Why? Yeah, last stream we had some crazy shit happen. We had, like, cool fight with all the lunar primals and everything like that. It was sick. We had Van Daniel stuff going on. Cool stuff. Honestly, I think most of the other expansions, unless I'm misremembering, they've had a lot more, like, clear-cut transitions, where it's like, oh yes, this has been super bad thing. This is a little bit more of a gradual one. I'm liking it. It's like, yeah, we've been building up to this a little bit more softly, I think is the right word for that. Over a little bit. God damn it. Consolation. Alright. Come on. Hey! That's like, what, the fourth prize I've ever gotten? Not bad. I still have never gotten 3rd or above. But hey, it's eventual. Maybe I should just, like, put in the same number every day. And, you know, it's only, like, 1 out of 1,000 chance. Or no, wait. 1 out of 250 chance. If I run the same 3 numbers every day, or every week, it would only be 250 weeks until I'd be guaranteed a win. No, it would be way more than that, because the numbers can repeat. I want a good strategy for this. I'm never lucky at this. Maybe I'll just keep hitting the rando button and hoping. Maybe. But oh no, there's a 3. Do I screw it. It's fine. I don't remember the numbers I put in. My brain is going like 50 miles a minute right now. I'm so hyped for this stream. I forgot to drink all of my coffee this morning, and it got to that point where it's like kind of gross to drink. So I didn't have the rest of that. Needless to say, I will definitely be able to stay awake for the rest of this, but no coffee. So, yes. But either way, I am going to go and immediately start because I am hyped, and I don't know if I can, like, not do other things for a while. Let me do that. Use my fancy new macro to turn on and off everything. I didn't realize that there's master volume control. It's pretty awesome. And we will go, and I think who we need to talk to is Alpha now? Yeah. So, quick recap from last Friday, since, Jesus, there's so much stuff that happened. So, oh, I'm remembering the incident. We have one of our friends who is not in a good way. However, we have a pretty decent outcome. We have a lot of the Garlemald people are freed. A lot of the Beast Tribe people are freed. A lot of the Lunar Primals are at least temporarily dealt with, which is pretty nice. That's not bad. What else? I mean, to be perfectly honest, we got a pretty decent outcome from that. And then we all looked up at the moon in suspense, in waiting. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just get on with it. I'm done with stalling. I have stalled for 6 months. Oriange. Much and more have we discovered in the Telophoroid's machinations since Thancred and I did return from Garlemald. Verily, their troops doth appear to have been tempered in much the same manner as those engaged in construction of the towering edifice in the capital. Yes. Well, it's the same sort of thing, though it is like the gateway of the gods, or gateway to the gods? Gateway of... Actually, that... I should re-up myself on that, because that's an important distinction. It's the gateway of the gods, that's interesting. It's the gateway to the gods, that's terrifying. When Arvald tried to free the Amalja held in the tower, it triggered some sort of alarm, and the captives were killed instantly. As such, we have no choice but to leave them in the clutches of the Telophoroi until a means of rescuing them has been found. I thought that was just a summoning, but no, that was actually them all just dying. That's not good. In the meantime, the summonings of lunar primals will continue, just as we must rely on the Grand Company of Eorzea to put down such entities, prevent any further abductions. So too do they rely on us to come through with our investigation. Yeah, it's probably not great that they just die. I think that's that looks to be like a more... I think the ether controlling thing is more of a primal sort of influence, and the actual, like, mechanism that manages them is more of a Garlean technology influence. So there's not really a way we can just cut off all the ether to that and have it stop. We'd have to find some other way. I have a feeling that the journey to Sharlayan is going to be quite the test of our nerves, in more ways than one. You'll miss this place while you're away. I just know it. But for now, the best thing you can do is get plenty of rest while we wait to hear back from Kryl. Yeah. Oh, and then Alphino, who I'm still going to call Levior because he's a better man than his father. He takes after his grandfather, who is the best of them. Is there anyone else who we could talk? We're going to talk to everyone. We're going to talk to our boys. After the end of the Dragonsong War, I spent many a moon roaming. Ugane, Ratzathan, even Garlemald. But never Sharlayan. In all honesty, a nation populated entirely by bookish types like Alphino is not a place that appeals to me. Well, I suppose that's the complete opposite for Graha. Not only do members of the Forum intend to adhere to the long-standing policy of non-intervention, They made a point of sending Master Fontenay here to explicitly state that fact. Rather than simply refusing to involve themselves in our affairs, it would appear that they are actively trying to prevent us from meddling in theirs. That does, of course, make Kryle's mission of securing our entry into Charlene nigh on impossible, but I'm confident that she will find a way regardless. Yeah, I wonder, because the forum handles all sorts of stuff going on in Charlene, so I wonder if there's like, if they handle, I would not doubt that they handle like people coming in and stuff like that, because it's not like anyone can just stroll into Charlene. Not Mordor or anything, but it's not like the easiest place to get into. I mean, we've never been there. But it is time. Oh, I gotta prep myself. This is current expansion, which I know Shadowbringers is like current expansion, but this is like, there's only a patch out. It's Arian, do you have some time to talk? I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's respite, and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of the ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that the said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless incidents and innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. Oh, this is a good OST. I like it. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem to be able to resist being tempered, at least. Ah. But after what happened to Armvald and Pordola, we need be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yes, while these threats close to home are the paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel, and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvis, our best friend, the Crown Prince, and our dear friend. He's taken a liking to him, I see. He's beginning to catch on. Good. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varys, and plunged Garlemald into an ever deeper pit of chaos. Yeah. He's accomplished much. Xenos is Chad incarnate in this. I love the fact that his first instinct upon hearing about the fact that the world is a god is he's like, you know what? I could control Shinryu. I'm gonna try it on that. What? Cool. That was his first instinct. Before anything else, he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try to control I'm going to use my cool echo power to just temper the entire world and use it to battle my friend. Good. Yes. Absolute lad. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting of the War of Succession. But that has since changed. and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent with the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. Yeah, they're making a very good use of the tempering. Honestly, all of the previous primals that we've seen are just like, they've been summoned by the people that are worshiping them and that are being tempered. There's no real purpose behind anything else that they want them to do. Kind of crazy what you can do when everyone can just act like an ant colony under the tempering. If they were indeed made thralls, it is safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. Yes. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. Nodders. We will find a way to Charlian. I'm sure of it. Master Fauchenald's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it's letting on. Sorry to interrupt. The Taru? We've just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says the arrangements for your visit have been finalized. Oh! We're going to Charlian, boys! Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I need to get, like, they sell the OST for this, or whenever they come out with, like, the vinyl or whatever, I am buying this. It's already great. You're to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Charlian. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldessian, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Well, I mean, he was a Baldessian student, so... Or he was at least in contact with them? I'm pretty sure he was. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? I must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. Yes. Straight in. Let's go. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. All right, we'll confront your dad, slap him around a little bit, get him to see the error of his ways too. Man, I wish I had that OST playing a little bit more. That was sick. I loved that. Oh, it's finally happening. We're going to Charlian, boys. Let's go to Limsa, and with absolutely nothing getting in the way. I'm definitely not going to... No, I'm going to skip doing retainer stuff right now. I need to replace all their gear and everything anyway. We're going to Charlian. Let's go. Where do I go? Over here. Let's go to Laggy Town. Yes. Laggy Lominsa. Man, I'm excited. OST's a absolute banger. We're going immediately to the new zone. Actually, pretty much all the expansions have been gone immediately to the new zone. But we're going to see the fountain, boys. It is time. Honestly, I'm assuming, like, everyone's been hanging around there for so long. I have been just dodging spoilers for so long. It's crazy how much, like, going on YouTube after watching like someone do like an Alexander clear or someone like that. Just goes into like, yes, this is all sorts of spoilers. It's crazy. I don't get it. I have to like, I've gotten the hang of like just not processing what's going on my screen sometimes. We get to see it firsthand. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. It's a rare experience for most Discardians. True. Actually, yeah, nobody really ever gets to leave the city very much. I doubt any one of them would have beforehand wanted to cross the ocean, so... I never thought the day would come when I would be sailing home again. It always seemed so very far away. Actually, I'm a little more curious. I never really thought about it, but how did the royal blood get to Sharlayan like that? I mean, I assume since the throne was here, it must have been like thousands and thousands of years. Maybe this family was just skilled enough at archaeology that he got into all that sort of stuff. I shudder to think what manner of truth awaiteth us beyond the indigo deep. God, Uriage, please. Still more do I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. Contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me as well. I may have learned how to survive in Limsa Lominsa, but it was in Sharlayan where I was taught, quite relentlessly I might add, the skills to properly live. I actually didn't know that Thancred ever went to Sharlayan. I suppose he does have, like, the mark and everything like that, so... I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good portion of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Sharlayan is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for the others who lived most of their lives there. Though a part of me looks forward to returning home, I've not forgotten that Father stripped us of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. Something tells me it's going to get brought up, which is not for the best, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I highly doubt that there's not going to be a situation where they are looked down upon. They are definitely going to have some altercations with some people. What a grim reason to bring you to Sharlayan. Not much to be done about it, I suppose, but I would have liked to give you a grand tour under happier circumstances. Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty interested to see how they'll react to the Warrior of Light going there. I assume that at some point prior, there's probably a Warrior of Light who visited, or they have some, like, deeper understanding about the mechanics of the Warrior of Light and the Echo and everything like that. But, everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. Ah. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me, and have all your luggage close at hand. Oh, snooze the ad. Twitch, you're not going to get me right now. Game audio. Dang it.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Good.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
Yes. What sort of ship are we taking? Hopefully we're not going like Gesetsu and on like the tiny little raft. Oh.
It's funny.
It is funny. Oh. Damn.
Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one.
Actually, I keep forgetting how old even is Thancred. Obviously, I knew Master Louis Soir for a while, but...
And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Sharp relief.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, you've grown up so much. Even from A Realm Reborn, you've grown up so much. It's been going from like the ladies' man who's just like sitting around charming everyone to being the best dad a person could ask for.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Please elaborate.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Why are you calling him sir?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
That was a little awkward.
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
Yeah, but you don't have to be so awkward about it.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company.
Yes. I mean, Estinian's a hard ass, but he's not like...
Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Perfect.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Their dynamic is so good.
Better.
Better, yes. Much less formal, it's very nice.
Are you alright, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
What's wrong?
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland.
Aww. She always gets left behind. Even in Stormblood, for the most part. We brought her along, and we just sort of like left her in that side city in Kugane. And she did learn a lot, but she never gets to go on like the proper adventure with us. I feel bad.
It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
It won't be. I promise, please. Don't foreshadow any more people getting massively hurt or anything. Couldn't handle that. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise. No, that would be the worst thing to say. No, we gotta say the nice thing. I'll bring it back safe and sound. I promise. I got you, Tataru.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, do so.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori Boulder!
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Do they have the Echo? I actually never, like, remembered if they have it or not.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
Good.
We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Yes. Good. We are sort of sending our entire main force of Scions over, so... yeah. Do keep it up.
We set the sail! All aboard for Charlian!
Let's go! Wait, how many people are going? What?
It's time.
Distant.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Yes. It's time.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
Yes, we will be. We will be. Honestly, there's no... I'm gonna just shut up. I just realized that would have been the biggest death foreshadow I could possibly give. So I'm just gonna say nothing. I missed it. Take care of the place while we're gone. And once again, we set out. That's a great shot.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Oh, let's go. Dude. Oh, they've started this off
And
so
there,
well.
in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Oh. Oh my god. Told Charlene. They have kicked this expansion off so well. So well. Oh. I really hope my theory about Emmett is true. What? Why is Echoes?
Here. Feel.
Why?
Think.
Oh.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Why is it playing?
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Very interesting. Like, I know she must be getting desperate because she really doesn't like the final days happening, but be using so much power of hers to try to speak with us. Magdalene. Hello.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
Why would it not?
Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Why now? Exactly, why now? I can trust your words no longer. No, I'm still very trusting. It's obvious that she's definitely still motivated by things that go way beyond just protecting us, which is the reason why a lot of the bad stuff that happens, that she just sort of lets idly happen, we're just not important enough for any of that. But I guess now we're finally important enough that she can entrust a lot to us. I would assume.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal.
That's wild to be hearing that from the source.
Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered.
So what's the... Why couldn't you just straight up remove him? I guess technically he is the world, so it's not an easy thing to just sort of rip him out of that and keep the world as it is, or allow things to continue to happen, because he is the world.
The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
That's why you have to come here. You can't just call my mind to speak to it.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
Your time and mine? Yeah.
Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it.
Yeah, because I guess our times are linked, because if Zodiac is reborn, we vanish. And if Zodiac is reborn, she vanishes. That's just, we're now completely bound together. It's not a direct, like, if I straight up die, she dies, but...
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable.
Surmount the insurmountable.
Then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Promise. The only other character that I can think of that a promise might have been made to is... No, but that wouldn't make sense.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlian's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Yes.
We shall meet again, and soon.
Oh, that's so cool. We get to talk face to face with her. That must use an incredible amount of power, though. Because she doesn't have a voice of Hydaelyn right now.
Oh, what a fine morning. Still a bit stiff, though.
A little bit. Boat rides are...
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
No.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
How many people are going here? Oh, hey, Stinian. Yeah, you can definitely see me up there, couldn't
The sleepers have arisen.
you?
There she is. Good old Sharlian.
Oh, I see it.
Oh. Yes, we're here.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
Yes.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends.
Yeah.
We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Yes. We're all here. Yes. Idle? Oh, yeah! Damn, that moon's big. We're finally here! After all this time, the end of the Hydaelyn and Zodiark story arc.
Sharlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
Their boy is talking.
Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Would-be allies. I love the fact that he's the voice actor for this. Ah, so good.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next, then? Entry applications?
We shouldn't really need those, because we're... Oh, no, I guess since we're expected, but they don't know
Hopefully
who
they
they're
find no
expecting.
cause to deny us.
Hopefully. I doubt that they won't try to make one up, though.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
Yeah. Especially a place like Ishgard, if they wanted to. There's so much history going on there.
If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Yes. You should have been a bookworm, Astidian. It would have made this whole process easier.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and if you mention the Scions, you're pretty much blacklisted from this city, aren't you?
Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Are we sure that someone's not just, like, listening into this entire conversation being like, yes, of course. Well, we definitely shouldn't let them in because, well, you know. Giant magical city. They know a lot. They could do that. But students of Baldessian we are.
Right here. It might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Shall we? We shall. Oh, the music in this area is sick.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldessian at your service.
This is gonna make this interesting.
I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Oh, he can talk very fancily.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Why did she do the... Like, she was, like, judging us a little bit. It's like disgust on her face. She was just like, eh. Oh, alright. Back to professional face.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Actually, I'm really curious. So, I'm pretty sure that people who have been in the game since 1.0 and they have characters from 1.0 have the Archon mark. I wonder if they have a different interaction with this cutscene. I know there's very few of those accounts, so I'd be interested to see if they made a special like thing for that. That would be kind of cool if they did.
Ishtola rule.
Rule? We don't get to see Ariana's last name. Dang it.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Ah. Fancy, they use magic all over the place here.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Welcome.
Now, who do we have here?
Hmm.
Alphino Leveilleur.
Ah, this is going to cause a problem.
And Alizé Leveilleur.
This is going to cause a problem.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that,
Yeah. Oh.
the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Hmm.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Man, everyone knows about that? Why would he spread the rumor about that? That's just a dick move.
We shall keep that in mind.
Hmm. Best not to cause trouble, but also not really.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Hmm. Two dragoons, baby. Let's go.
Name and occupation?
Arian Panthera, Warrior of Light. Adventurer by trade. Yeah, this would get me in trouble right here. So, adventurer by trade.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided.
Hmm.
You may enter.
Yes.
And you, sir?
Azure Dragoon.
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Come on, man.
If you'll allow me.
Ah, Cryo, hello. Perfect timing. Don't say Dragon Slayer, don't say Dragon Slayer.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Hmm.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it.
Hmm.
But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Oh, Sharlayan. Never, well,
I have
please
every
change.
confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Hmm. Two potatoes having a chat. More at 11.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
It is. It feels like it's been a couple days, but probably in game it's probably been like a month or so.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear.
Yeah.
There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
Yes. Let us. Let us.
So, welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Yes. It was purposely avoiding big shots of the city while we were
As
here.
your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Yes.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Oh. Oh, it's cool. We can walk around. I mean, okay, I gotta see what she has to say if we actually go back and talk to her first. Hello? It seems you've already been approved for entry. Just try not to cause any trouble while you're here. I will try my best. As the person who has saved multiple worlds from destruction multiple times, I cannot promise anything. But I will try. I will try. That was about as awkward as I expected. Still, we're here now. That's all that matters. I'm fine, honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied entry after all. Yeah, I mean, this still is your home. It would be an even bigger dick move to just completely deny you once you're disowned. You did grow up here. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Arian. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. Ah, yes. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, Arian. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. Are you trying to jinx this? Are you trying to make something bad happen? Even allowing that the years I spent in the first passed here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. And actually, with the ease of which we got here, what could they do to avoid the end of the world? Because from what the people have been talking about and stuff like that, it seems quite obvious that they have something that will forestall that, or like completely counteract it. I'm interested, because they've got to have something up their sleeve. They wouldn't just dismiss that like that. Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities to the Crystarian, yes? In fact, we really should let Kryl have her say first. We can continue this conversation another time. Oh no! I want to know! Yeah, it actually has some similarities. I guess when you can construct a city from scratch on your own over 100 years, you lean into a little bit more where you were born and stuff. I am unconvinced, unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Yeah, but you gotta get used to that in places like this, Stinian. And people are gonna judge you everywhere you go around here. They don't take too kindly to people being like, I'm an actual mercenary, stuff like that. The people are learning. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Yes. I kind of wish it wasn't foggy right now, but it's fine. I want to see the statue and everything. Old Sharlayan, new to you. Yes! Let's go! Oh wait, that's a gear coffer. Oh. I had thought to launch directly into the explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Arian and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey, get your bearings in the city. I don't mean to rush us, Kryl, but the entire world is about to end. But it would be nice to get around the city and stuff like that. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? It's a fine suggestion, and we may not be welcome at the Levior estate as such. But I should like to nose about the neighborhood all the same. Be nice to meet up with old friends, old colleagues, everything like that. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The Annex was the west of the Aetherite Plaza, was it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, I'll see you there. I get to look around. I, too, have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My service as a guide are yours for the asking. Something tells me he won't. Yep. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Just, don't get into trouble, okay? But I could... Oh. Well, Raha? Would you like to join us, then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you'll have me. Come, Arian. Charlian awaits. Oh, I like that quest accepted sound. It's good. Trial? Oh dear. His enthusiasm is infectious, isn't it? He's probably stupidly excited for this as well. I wonder how this, like, the interactions of his new and old memories merging together, like, interacts. Because for him, it's probably been... Yeah, it's probably been the full, like, 100-ish years. Yeah, crazy. After you, my friend. I'm more than content to follow your lead. Grahatia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with new quest objectives. Please walk fast, please walk fast, please walk fast. In the event you use the Ethernet, Grahatia will catch up to you as long as you remain in the same area. You can leave Grahatia behind. However, by entering a different area, you may also speak to him and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Grahatia accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Grahatia is accompanying you, next try speaking with Kryl. Wait, does he actually just like... That's sick! That's cool! I like it. Yes. Yes. All set? Then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Kryl is also now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand. That's pretty neat. I like this because previously they would just sort of teleport to the next location. And, yeah, it seems like they actually keep up in a very nice way. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. That's cool. It really, like, promotes us sort of vibing and just going around and stuff like that. I'm gonna get this Ethernet shard real quick. That's super cool. There's so many places. I love this. The Scholar's Harbor. That's cool. What's the sort of map of this area? Ooh. Wait, is that a up area? The Hall of the Artifice? Studium? Tranquility? Archon's Design? Journey's End? This is cool. I'm gonna use that just to make sure we're not going to weird places. Hello. Discuss the giant statue in the harbor. How does it work? Now that is a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of Thaliak. As a student of Baldessian, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Vol, and I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. That is cool. That's a giant statue. I'm gonna walk down there in a second. The path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar, which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more of a matter of pragmaticism than belief. An alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. That's kind of cool. So it's just non-restrictive. That's really cool. Oh, we can go in it? Yeah. I could make a joke here. I will refrain from making that joke. This is really neat, though. I wonder if you could... Oh, all right. Closed off to us. That kind of sucks. Can we get in the water? No. Dang it. I really would appreciate like more places that we could just sort of hop in the water and swim. Some of those could be pretty cool. Just give more places to like take cool pictures and just chill and stuff like that. Oh, there's so many people to talk to. Hello. The statue of Thaliak has just passed the Stoa. I would advise against trying to see it from here, though. Strain yourself too hard and you're like to fall into the water. Ah, yes. Falling into the water when we can't. That is cool. Isn't there like a Thaliak river as well? The River Thaliak. Though the waters here are calm, perils lurk below the surface. A miracle we were able to come and make port at all without floundering, really. Is there something over here I can walk into? No, it doesn't look like it, but I can get a better view of that. That is really cool. I love all the different, like, statues. There's only a couple. There's, the statue in Alamigo of Rauger's Reach. There's Thaliak here, which is pretty cool. Where else are there statues? I know there are more just, like, sort of lying around in places. Go visit them. Yes. Alright. Hello. Oh, hey. Cool. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference, which is heresy. Heresy! Food is delicious and should be treated with reverence. In fact, I actually need to like go get some ingredients for making some food a little bit. We have like all sorts of cool Indian spices and cool spices for all sorts of other things for making lots of different kinds of food, but we don't have any of the like chicken or anything like that to do that. I need to get more food ingredients. How can I put this? The food is it's bland, as encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first, and taste is distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost to the fine dining of Charlian. The one and only bastion, the culinary arts, in the Isle of otherwise mediocre fare. That's pretty cool. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Go ahead and get one right here. You probably have plenty of money. When you owned an entire ancient tower, so... Because you were rather typical Charlene when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits. Sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. Yes. I will, however, go and just talk to absolutely everyone. I want to know everything. The oven-baked lobster is one of Last Stand's most famous dishes. The flavor is said to be phenomenal, but unfortunately so is the price. Yeah, lobster's very expensive for something that's, from what I understand, not actually that difficult to farm or anything. The Gazette featured a piece of about a so-called champion of Eorzea. They say this barbaric hero has prevailed in a multitude of battles, like some avatar of perfected violence. And it's almost uncanny how closely you match, given the description. What an odd coincidence. Yeah. What a coincidence. Anyway, moving swiftly away from that person. It's like that that one time in, like, I think it's Wolfenstein, where the guy's like, I remember your face a little bit. What are you? Who are you? And then he turns around and he sees the poster of Blazkowicz. He's like, shit. Hello. Welcome. Step right in. If you've placed your order, find yourself a seat. We'll be along shortly. Where do you order? Oh, you do order over there. Okay. My friends and I were just discussing the machi and the practice of black magic. Did you know that... Wait, is it evening already? How long have we been sitting here? Forever. You can never leave. This is purgatory. Once Charlayans discover the deliciousness of good and well-prepared food, they will never leave this place. Ever. You have the look of an outsider, and I have little and less to do to discuss with foreign barbarians. Well, fuck you too, dude. Damn. Rude. I didn't realize we were playing a horror game. Anyway, what do you have to say, horrific creature? You must try the Zurek. It's amazing. Best shared with the loved one, if you ask me. I should have done that in like a horrific creature voice or something like that. Ugh. The coffee here is to die for. I want some coffee now. But one cannot look past their charming tea set. I recommend you order both, funds permitting. I could really go with some coffee. Welcome to the Last Stand. As the final, and some say only bastion of fine dining in Charlian, we guarantee a quality culinary experience found nowhere else in the city. Very nice. What jars do you have here? What are these? You got like... that like packed brown sugar? That'd be nice. Little like somebody's picking up their Uber Eats in a few minutes. That's good. I'm like, was that like cabbage? They're making sauerkraut or something like that. Beans, dirt. The finest. Oh no, that's the coffee. Hey. That's a lot of coffee. Nice. I think varieties. Lots of coffee cups too. What do you got over here? You got like papaya, pears, oranges, and apples. Oh, wait. With sausages, some tofu, I think. Hello. Oh, there's the loaf right there. Oh my god, I can't understand what any of this is. More brown sugar. They really like their brown sugar here, don't they? Melons. Oh, they got a lot of stuff. What is this? A fish? Sandwich. Oh, look at those sandwiches. Those look awesome. Nice. And like, I want to make something like this. Just sort of like chuck a bunch of berries into a thing. Or is that vegetables? Oh no, it looks like strawberries. Just like chuck a bunch of berries into a jar and just like have them chill for a while. Get their flavors all get to know each other and everything like that. Delicious. Mmm. Exquisite. Wait, did that go away? Please tell me this didn't go away over here. Damn it. Okay, I gotta get to everything before continuing on. Where's the next place we're visiting? Up here. Gotcha. Oh, we get the Aetherites. Yes. Oh, this is... Jam. Hell yeah. Oh, I simply adore sitting here and watching them unload cargo. Really gives you a sense of the Charlayan's work ethic. Although I can't shake the feeling, though there are more crates than usual. What are you guys doing down? Do I want to go all the way down there? I can see from up here. I can gaze down on at the peasants from way up here. What are you guys doing? They're just like chatting. Gotcha. Hello, sir. That's a fashionable outfit. Jesus. This gives me vibes of the Is this just going to be the next, like, yeah, it's the next quest thing. Let's see if there's other areas. This is a cool Aetherite too. This gives me vibes of the area in Breath of the Wilds. The one city. I can't remember what it's called. Got that sort of like watery sort of stuff over there. I like it. Well met, good lady. I am Basilder. Basilder.
I am Basilder, one of the foremost scholars in the field of comparative mythology. It has been my life's work to scrutinize the myths of peoples across the land and throughout the ages, trying to glimpse the truth of what that hides behind commonalities these timeless stories share. My speech is not the best today. I have not leveled it up.
Pardon me. I coordinate the acquisition of academic supplies for the studium, and this deluge of requests for subject from far-flung lands has given me a splitting headache. Academic supplies for the studium. Deluge of requests for students from far-flung lands. Can't go in there, okay. Honestly, where are your doorknobs? Are they all like magical doors? Is that how every door in this world works? It's all magical? Labyrinthos is host to numerous research facilities, so as you can imagine, I end up finding quite the assortment of requests from researchers. Hey, Yoder. All magic doors, yes. Even listing them all up for the gleaners to deal with as they... has been a trying task. They're all magic doors, yes. This one should let me through. Every door in this world is a magic door. It's not that there's just like the cheapening of mechanics because of MMO and they don't want you to have to like right click on every single door, but what have I walked into? But every door is a magical door. Oh, this is cool. I love just like vibing and just checking out all the small stuff going on in cities. It's super cool. Oh, hello there. Let me see if I got... Yep. Are you here for the testing? No, of course you're not. The only thing they've been testing these days is my patience for waiting on test subjects. Oh, they got cool stuff going on down there too. Oh, I can't get down there. Where are your whiteboards blank? I guess you have a note over here. There's a... too blurry. They're just sort of chilling. Talk. The students of Valdesian would send us to investigate phenomena in locations across the world. Though our funds were always stretched thin, and any spare coin I had went to books that caught my eye. Food was the least of my concerns. Though now, having lived through some of the rather harrowing times, I've learned that what a fortune thing it is to be able to eat your fill. Come on, brain. We can do this. On to the Aetherite Plaza we go. We just need to head up the stairs next to the last stand. I want to talk to her once we're like actually in the Aetherite Plaza. Researching teleportation magics is difficult in that it requires an abundance of space, which in turn requires an abundance of funding. Thankfully, we can use this public facility free of charge. Ah, so this is a public place. This is cool. Wait, so here you could just sort of like do all of this for free? That's sick. You know, access to all these books and all this cool, crazy stuff. That's really cool. Right, are there any other things? Did I miss my opportunity to do that one talk? Hopefully not. This looks like the normal market area up here. That's pretty cool. There's the retainer person over there. Bolt plate armoire proprietor. Oh, that's cool. Wait, try on. Yo, that's really cool. Neat. Tool supplier. Also very nice. Mender. I actually probably need to do this real quick. There we go. I'm expecting that I'm going to start getting some coffers to start leveling up my stuff very shortly. So the more the more things I have repaired so that I can immediately turn them into hello sir, into glamours, the better. Welcome to Toffwood's Tomes. My bookstore may not be the biggest, but every volume you see is carefully selected treasure. Oh wait, that is completely the wrong voice, but I will continue it. Browse at your leisure, and don't forget your modest range of sundry goods. Yes. Food. Very neat. Alright, I think... What's the weather right now? Fair skies. Yeah, alright. I will go and continue the quest then. I've talked to every single NPC everywhere. Wait, Kyle, come here. Talk. There we go. I just wanted that as a screenshot. Alright. Hello, Kryle. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's perfectly functioning aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make a mention of the Confluence, a research facility located at this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlene stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Allegan aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast, the Agora, Charlene's largest marketplace. Oh. Ah, we had to go up here anyway. Okay. My knack for excess exploration. Hello, Graha. What do you have to say? You mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment. How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I'll return here later then. These little open-air bookstalls are so uniquely Charlean. I'd always thought them a common sight till I visited other nations. Yeah. It's like those, there's a lot of like college towns and stuff like that where there's a lot of books. It's actually quite rare going around like the States to find cool little things. You usually see them in certain, I guess not hipster, but like certain artistic suburbs and cities and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Oh, there's somebody I didn't talk to. Hello, sir. Madam. You must be new around here. I'm the head merchant at the Agora. There are plenty of rare and unusual wares for sale, so be sure to take a good look around. Oh, wait. I wanted to talk to Graha. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlean, as well as a varied selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has a particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs to that imposing building at the very top. Fascinating. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm loving all this dialogue. 'Tis a fascinating experience to walk around the city and contrast my image of the past with the reality of the present. I'm actually curious if I don't think he would have ever come back here in the past, or I guess future past, but The building we're looking for sits at the top of the stairs, the north of the Aetherite. Just keep walking up, and you'll reach it eventually. The district we're passing through is called the Archon's Design, a name which honors the 7 individuals whose contributions were instrumental in the founding of Charlian. It is the city's political and financial center, and it also hosts a collection of research institutions. Interesting. Most interesting. This is very New Charlian. The design is very similar. But screw you, I'm not taking that way up. I'm taking my own way. We'll find our own path. Oh, wait, there's actually no way up there from there. Can I walk in any of these buildings? No? It's a little bit... It's like they took the other place and were like, yes, let's just make it a billion times better. I like it. Because everything has a very similar architectural design. But this is like... I guess since they're not limited to PS3 technology, they can definitely make it better too. Something tells me we're going to be coming over here at some point anyway, so I will just not go there yet. Not to the studium. No, we can get up there. Nice. They all got really nice little houses and stuff like that. It's cool. You can just gaze down at the rest of the city from up here. Oh no! I missed something! Discuss the water features. These little decorative features are typical of Charlian architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. Kryle? What you doing? This is the Nymphium, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Charlians, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows through the Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Speaking of water, make sure you hydrate yourself. I'm going to do that right now. Delicious. Refreshing. That's pretty cool. Ooh, and there's a person to talk to. This is the Nymphium, monument built in tribute to the water spirits known as Nymphi. Seems rather fitting for a city that erected a towering statue of the ruler of rivers, Thaliak. No? Wait. Okay, yeah, that was actually just the end of that dialogue. Very cool. I really like the design of this city. And we're here. Alright, I gotta do a quick scout of the other side just to make sure that there's nothing I missed. Anything? Anything? No? Okay. I will also go get that Aetherite in a second. Actually, I will do it beforehand just in case we get into a cutscene. And also because I haven't checked over here. Yeah, I can definitely see where Graha got his city building designs from, especially up here. And I can see the Sharlayans definitely got a lot of their designs from different places in different Allegan structures. It's definitely a little bit like Roman-esque, which they wouldn't have, but it's definitely Allegan inspired. This grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. I can't right now. My neck doesn't work that way. Come on, joints. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, Crystarian. You can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors will object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing continues, with a fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east. Continue straight ahead. I actually want to get a screenshot from here without Graha in it, so that if I can post it somewhere, that's not going to be just a massive fucking spoiler. Alright, there we go. That's good. I have to be so careful with everything. If I ever want to post anything, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure Graha's not in the picture. Gotta make sure none of spoilers in the picture. The district of Journey's End occupies the eastern block of the city, and so all we need to do is take the stairs down from the rostra, and keep heading east, of course. Do you not feel the cold? Granted, it is not terribly chilly for those northern climes, but compared to the temperate weather of Lumsulumensa, it would be much chillier. It is much further north. Actually, now that I think about it, wait a second. Let me go here. Display region world maps. Wait. We're so much... Oh, I see. So the curve is like this. So we're still much more like... much more north than Limsa. But we're still in a more adaptable zone than Kurnis. Oh, this city is really cool, though. I love the fact that you can see the tower, like, pretty much everywhere. That's really cool. Okay. Oh, I didn't get that one thing. I see. Hello, Kryle. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Njonkreft built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than all its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Levior. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza. Correct. After you, Arian. Sure. So, my god. Wow, that is a giant manor. Wait. Damn. No wonder that, like, Alphino was so prim and proper in the past. That's a giant house. Of course he'd get into his head like, oh, of course. My grandfather saved the world once, we can do it again. At least he's not like that nowadays. That's good. My friends and I gather here from time to time to discuss what we've been reading lately. It has truly helped us broaden our intellectual horizons. This seems like it would be a really nice place to just sort of like chill with the boys. Obviously, Graha and Kryl will just not sit down, but it's honestly a little creepy that they just keep following me even while I'm sitting down. I'm just like sitting here like, come on, you can sit. And they're just like, no, I stand. Is that a... Everyone's just sort of like sitting around everywhere. It's interesting. I love the variety of people in the city. Like we have, like everybody is here. Everyone. Except for the beast tribes, which kind of sucks. But hopefully that will not be the case for long, because hopefully they can come here and just sort of like study and everything like that. That would be cool. I feel like a big step towards getting everyone on board is also making sure that everyone has access to like the education that a place like this could provide and everything like that. Information's everything. That's why I'm here chatting with anyone I can find. What? Did you think I was slacking? That was a cool outfit too. Ah, another conversation spot. Can I go into any? No, it doesn't look like I can. Right. We cross this bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path, and be careful not to end back up in the Aetherite Plaza. Yep. Charlian is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. Honestly, running an entire school out of a place like this seems a little claustrophobic. Alright, so we don't go to the Aetherite Plaza. We go... Where? Oh, all the way over there. Okay, cool. We get to go to the one that I missed. Very nice. Down here. Back past Fancy Pants McGee. Or Fancy Dress McGee, I guess. And, did I miss any other crystals over there? I think the only ones that we have left are the Studium and the Baldestian Annex. Very nice. I'm kind of tempted to just run all the way over there since we were right next to it before. But I will hold off on that for now. Give me this crystal. Actually, no. I will run over there real quick. Just real quick. It's right here. I may as well get all the other right crystals I can. Plus, it'll unlock all the city exits, which is going to be nice. And there's a Twitch ad running right now, according to my thing. So, perfect opportunity not to do story things until that's over. The Studium. This is a big ass place. Damn. What's this? Ooh. People just sitting around. That's super cool. Seems like a really nice spot to just sort of like fill. This whole city does. There we are. You have attuned yourself to the Aethernet shards of Old Charlotte. Very nice. Also seems like there would be some really fun places. You know what? Okay. That hide and seek idea that I had before, this would be the perfect place to do that. There seem to be a bunch of different places that you can go and hide. That'd be sick. Oh, like, look at this sort of thing. There's like a really cool just spot. Slash sit. Hello. Very nice. Oh, that'd be cool. Alright, to continue the story. Good. Goog. Oh. People do be teleporting. Alright. First, not speak with that. No, there we go. Nope, cease. There we go. This is it. Baldessian Annex. Nice. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive at the doorstep of the phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. Well, to be fair, we've also already all been up there. We can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. Yes. I'm back, and I've brought Arian Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship, then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Arian. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika? Sunjika? It's been an age. It actually has. Allow me to introduce Ojika Sunjika, Administration Officer with the students of Baldessian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. The Champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Kryl and Graha's reports. So for me, this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. And it is an honor to make your acquaintance. Oh, thank you. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had the occasion to visit Charlian. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, I hope that gets cleared up a little bit. The annex has served as our base of operations. Yet it feels so empty. So many lost to us. Our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, I must ensure that the Telophoroi fail. Through the door on the left, there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. Oh, we have a nice, place we can just sort of chill, and that's nice. I've had private quarters prepared for you, and for you in the Undrum. So please, feel free to make yourselves at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon doze. How nice. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more than some cheap roadhouse inn. You may be assured. It was simply that we are so often so busy with our research, or exhausted from journeys abroad, that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus did it become known amongst the students as nap rooms. Even even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. This is a good tune. Man, so far, everything from this expansion just slaps. We got all the chill tunes, we got all the hype stuff. It's very nice. Welcome back, Arian. Ready for a nap? Actually, yeah. I want to see my room. Clean sheets and warm blankets await. Rest as long as you like. Special up. You may now try on gear from the online store via the Dream Fitting feature. That's cool. It's probably been here for, like, been a thing for ages that I just have not looked into. That's cool. Orchestration. Ah, this is a nice room. I like it. Wait, we have a ladder? Why do we have a ladder in here? Where does that go? Oh, it's to access all that stuff. Ah, very cool. Okay. And now we shall leave. I like my room. It is comfy. I shall try to make sure that I actually, like, rest properly. Hello. Do you have the papers? Wait, do you have papers? Do you have papers posted on the walls of your room? It was not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such, and then forget to take them down when they went on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate, though you may see complaints addressed from other members, or a thank you card for the engrossing litterance from someone left behind. Full of traditions that I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of Baldessian and so many others, we must look to the days ahead. Indeed. Indeed. Dang. Wait a second. Is that... Yeah. That's cool. It's Garuda. There's a map of... Oh. Wait, what is that? Star chart, which is kind of cool. A bunch of different notes all over the place. That's a map of the world. What is... that's the legend. I was like, what sort of island is that? Dang it. Ah. It's a shame that all of this is still, like, covered up. But, yeah, that's pretty neat. Actually, now that I think about it, where's Mericidia? Or where would be Mericidia on here? We got some cool ship stuff. Oh, that's cool. Crystal Tower area. A weird cube thing. I think that was those are the cubes that we used to teleport in the Crystal Tower. We got this thing, which is pretty neat. Some, like, alternative Crystal Tower structure. That's neat. I like it. That's neat. Hello, traffic. It's been a while. As I have evolved into superior being. I have ascended and become VTuber. Detroit become VTuber. Hi. Yes, a new form. I have. Yes. It's hard to explain, really. It's cool, isn't it? I like it. It's very neat. Look at this. Look at this. I got fingies. I got new face. It took a while to attach it, but hey, I have it now. Mine. How you been? It's been like... Oh, it's been a while. It's, I don't know where that is. What's this? Oh, hey, that's our old map of... Wait, what is this? What is that? That's cool. Moogles! Good King Moggle Mug, laying the rope down from the heavens. That's a really cool picture. I like it. Any Easter eggs? No. Okay. That's sick. Can I sit in this chair? I can. Nice. Poggers, let's go. Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon. So I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. The boys have gathered.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
Hmm.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Hmm. Yeah, he was visiting the house of an... Oh, or visiting... Yeah. Pain.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum.
Yeah, they definitely know something. They definitely know something. They're just more comfortable in the ability to avoid it, or they have some sort of deal with Fandaniel, which I doubt, because he just sort of wants to apocalypse everything. But there's something going on there.
As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
Yes.
The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it.
That's the main thing for pretty much everyone. Have you managed to find someone who's, like, chill with us saving the world?
And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
I'm pretty sure that most of the people here would have been related to anyone who would want to change things, because they all left and... yeah.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Which is strange.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
Yeah.
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
What could be more important than an apocalyptic man creating the gateway to the gods? Like... I want to know. There he is.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
What is this picture of? Is this Ishgard? What is that? It kind of looks... No, those look like ropes. Oh, that's a dragon. Oh, that's sick. Wait. Is that Midgard-Swarmer? With, like, chains coming down? No, that's... It's like technology, too.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Ah, Radzadhan.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
So, confirmed, not specific to Eorzea. Wow, they really got around.
In In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
Instructed the alchemist to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
I'm available.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary.
Yeah.
Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Okay. It's a great thing I can teleport canonically. I got this.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned.
I mean, hey, if I can go to an entire other world to save it, I may as well just travel across an ocean a couple times.
As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Nice.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
I mean, yeah, you were the guy who we went to investigate the Crystal Tower with, so...
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Yes.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
No, I'm fine with it.
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
Stinian getting around, making himself really useful. Nice.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Yes. You.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
I'm excited. We get a new city, and then we get another new city. Yes. Also, a chest gear coffer. Hopefully it's got something decent in it. Ah, yes. Oh, wow, okay. Lots of things. All right, let me open this chest real quick. So we have, let's see, got a weapon coffer. Anything good looking in there? It is slightly better than what we have right now. Try on. It also looks pretty cool. Let's equip it. What we got here? You know, I actually really like that. That's pretty cool. And it is better than what we have, so I will put it on, and we will look a little bit different than I'm used to for a little while. Can I? Yeah, let's go. That actually looks sick. I won't have the hat on for right now because I like having it off for cutscenes and stuff, but... So, it's back to Thavnair. Had I known a little earlier, I would have considered more suitable attire. Yeah. It's gonna be toasty. You're in a lot of your armor, though... No, I had to reach much on... okay. Though I have read much on the subject of Radzat Han, this visit shall be my first. It will be interesting to see how the Hanish mean to contend with the tower, differing as their magical and technological different disciplines are. Fascinating. Let's go over these guys real quick. The process by which the forum members are elected is fair and equitable. Neither wealth nor social standing offers any advantages to a prospective candidate. But fairly elected or not, Master Matoya still found them all to be insufferable. As she made noted very frequently. I still don't understand how the vote could be unanimous. What could possibly convince them all to turn their back on Eorzea? If the forum is intent on concealing its intentions, then a cursory investigation will avail us little. I suspect... we will need to dig deeper, and with the greatest of care. Yeah, you gotta be careful, bro. You both of you have been disowned, so... Our tour of the city was a pleasant distraction. I feel more than ready now to tackle the challenges of the day. So this is the research in the city, and that's to go to Radzat Han. I think we can only pick one for right now. So, I would like to discover many of the secrets held here. So we will start with the area we are in right now. An unsettling change has come over Charlayan, but together we will divine the underlying cause for the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a conclusion as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began scouring Charlayan archives of historical records for any hint of a connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should be all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right, and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Oh, and I can actually pick up the other one too. Very cool. Do I want to leave that off for right now? Yeah, I'll start this one just so I have a fairly consistent thing. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I have been gifted a slushie. Nice. There we go. Completely unexpected. Let's go! Brain freeze time. Ooh, that's good. Alright. Leaving the main hall. Delicious. So. Oh, we can just walk out? Oh, that's sick. A lot of the other places are just like, oh, you gotta go out. Going back to Heaven's Word, really. So. We must go to there. The research place. I'm gonna love this city. This is gonna be my new hangout spot, I think. I've been looking for like a new cool place to just sort of like chill. Because I don't have a house in this game, and the apartment just... Whenever you're sitting in an apartment, it just feels like you're just sort of alone. And it's kind of sad to me. So, I want to, I'd like to find cool, like, actual places. But occasionally Limsa gets a little bit too degenerate for my liking. So, very comfy. My directions were easy to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of the Numenon, Charlayan's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually the only entrance, and one of many at that. For the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Google Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Yeah, this place was very much the hangout spot throughout Endwalker when I started it. Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's like... I'll wait until I get out of this, but it's like everywhere in here is super aesthetic, and there's so many different places you can just go. Like, I can be sitting at these trees, I can go to the Aetherite Plaza. There's a bunch of cool, like, sitting areas. It's like the ideal place for just people to chill. Any citizen of Charlayan is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Ystrola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphino will help me continue to my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlayan history and foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a work knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues you were looking for.
Let us be about it then, shall we?
I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there when they've found some promising tomes. Happily reading. Or happy reading. Yes. Let us go. The place that was in the trail. Oh, this is cool. I love this. I love this. Wait, is this like... That's cool. It's like a magical, Why? This is completely unnecessary, but I guess it keeps people from, like, walking out down there. Wait, what? But there's just a... That's just normal. What? Okay. The title in the spine means The Story of Charlayan. Read the book. It is time for me to begin the tales. Let's go. Long, long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rodigan man by the name of Nyunkref. Nyunkref was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Nyunkref's crew hauled them aboard his ark. But the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Nyunkref wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to a safety atop Abalethia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before the disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Saddened by the sight, Nyunkref gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast, where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Charlayan we live in to this day. So that's that boat that was in Alamigo. Near Ralger's Reach, I'm thinking, right? If I'm remembering things correctly. The title on the spine reads, Roads of Old, the Colony. Many, many years ago, on the banks of the Thaliak, in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Charlayan colony once thrived. The settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread in the growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean studies, students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charlayans. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlayan colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Charlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when the discussions turned to the subjects of the motherland. In response, some Charlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. Following chapters go on to introduce the more prominent features of Idleshire. The book does not appear to contain additional information about the Forum, or the cover the history of Charlayan motherland in greater detail. It's kind of crazy about that, because it's only fairly recently that we even learned about Idleshire, so I'm rather in the middle of something, so if you wouldn't mind leaving me to my research, thank you. Man, this is a lot of books. Anything over here? Hey, leather-bound tome. Ah, the voice of a growing city. All right. In the years which followed the founding of Charlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to an ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. This actually reminded me a lot of how the ancients ran their stuff. They had the convocation of 14 back in the day to resolve everything. Lots of structured things and everything like that. And even very similarly, it's the 99 and the 100. They've already removed one person. Very interesting. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from among their peers by means of a nationwide vote. Maybe it was just originally just 99, not 100. Very interesting, though. Thus was the Forum as we know it today conceived and created. Damn. That's a lot of books. An introduction to the heavens. Oh, do tell. Have you ever gazed into the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us to be finite space, yet amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly sea remains as an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few, indeed, who can explain in satisfactory detail why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Alag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalmud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the past? That their passions continue to shift almost imperceptibly, but measurably, as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift and further apart, and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? I would rather not have an existential crisis. Several billion years in the future, but still. This book is on the wrong subject. Yep. Search for works which contain details on the Forum, or mention the history of Charlene. Well-worn manual. Forever 20 Summers. My beloved seekers of knowledge, have you ever put learning before your health, neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I, too, once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night, engrossed in philosophical study, I had an epiphany. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. Thus do I share with you this mantra: I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19, or 23, or 40, whatever age you are when you discover this manual. Let that be what your age you aspire to remain. Through mindful, healthy living, will you extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research. Another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greater truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets to maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, ethereological, and arcane viewpoint. Yeah, it's the wrong book. It's fascinating, though. I mean, very Asian-esque, which is interesting. I mean, after a lot of the stuff in what was that? What was that place's name again? Not this. Not that. Academia Annider. It's feeling a lot like Academia Annider, actually. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Yonkrep, founder of Charlene, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the Northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war, and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Charlians took to heart the words of their savior, and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other. A nation born from strength of minds, rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth in coin, and the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Charlian would live by their founder's teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the world. You've gained a fundamental understanding of Charlian history and the foundation of the Forum. Get outside to the rendezvous point and await your champions. Ah, but I will read the other one first. Is there another one? Thought there would be another one. Over here? Nope. Alright, it was actually just the last one that we read. Cool. Jajaba, hello.
I'm assisting my colleague in this hunt for research materials, specifically a thesis by Moonbreeder, but it's difficult to find any tome in this library of this size.
Pain. reference page. Hello.
We
Apologize for the inconvenience, but the reference desk is currently experiencing an unusually high volume of requests. Please stand by until this issue is resolved. Okay. Not terrifying at all. Yeah, I'll come back in here and talk with everybody later. There's only really one guy left to talk to. I'm just looking for some tomes I need to reference my thesis. Luckily for me, if a tome exists, it's almost certainly somewhere in the Nomenon. Well, I ain't learned shit. I guess I haven't learned anything that's, like, relevant to what we're trying to do right now, but hey. Oh. I was jamming. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kryles should be along shortly. I was delayed in a similar fashion. As far as I could see it, no titles in the Archon stacks mentioned the final day specifically. So we have but no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes. They are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare, and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate. Plenty of comfortable places to read, and ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family's servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even Alphino and I were to return to that even if Alphino and I should return to Sharlayan, we were not to be allowed access to the threshold. That's rough. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position, and that of the Forum, will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day. I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Ah, well, my situation is somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather further away. Oh, look at this track. In the southern reaches of Ilzabard, in fact. For generations, my family have dwelt in Corvos, coastal region opposite the island of Thavner. The Alligans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikot to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes in the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and with the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid. Many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain. They might prevent the remnants of Allagan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? Oh. Past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as it is the case for the most imperial provinces. The Garlemald named the region Locus Amonis. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the noble House of Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allagan Eye no longer possessed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, the decision was made to bury our ties, the knowledge and traditions of Alleg. As the last child born with the Allegan eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and the students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Charlayan citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Damn. I'd never would have thought that he would grow up under Garlean rule. Wow. Because we've never really heard of him speak badly about the Garleans or anything like that. But I guess it hasn't been that long since we started talking with him again, so... Even Thagford was taken in by Archon Louis Sois, was he not? Stories of adopted wives and rescued orphans are more common among Charlians than you think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why I have such a love for this country, and why I wish to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the Forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Arian. More company should be arriving any moment now. Okay. Ah, very nice. There are others better suited to poring over old history books, so I thought I'd try my luck with more recent events. If I can find anything better to inform the Forum's baffling behavior. What else do I know of Corvos? Precious little, I'm afraid. I have not returned since Master Golif first brought me here. I can tell you that the Corvosi rebels still seek to slip the yoke of their imperial masters, though the fighting is far less fierce than it once was. Oh, and they have carpets. Flying carpets. What? The legends are quite extraordinary. Ah. And you return. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say, the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Kryl has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few of which barely made mention of them. As such, we'll be looking into research papers on the Umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? Yeah. I mean, we were there during its reenactment, so... I'm the only one... Give me one sec. I'm back. I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarot firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical events or critical details. True. I wonder if we can use, like, echo powers to just communicate all of this. My thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first. What kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? A complete destabilization of creation magics. Primals of unrivaled power were summoned from the ether. Hey, Serp. How you doing? Welcome. Well, how you been? It was a complete destabilization of creation magics. Yep. That's good. I return. It has been long. But it is good. Good to be back. Ah, yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Ishtola surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals
Speak easier, please.
Promulgated by the Asians. my small brain cannot process the words. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? The entire star was engulfed by disaster all at once. Was that actually the case? Because I'm pretty sure that it started as small events in various other places around the world. And then suddenly everything happened all at once, like it broke through. They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Alpha, no, you can answer this one. You do it. Boy. Nah, it was the keening sound from the land itself. Ah, yes. The Amarotines spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course. Thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. Maybe it's something we're not capable of actually hearing. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually, it resounded all across the star. And not even Amarot was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say? If we consider the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Nomenon's mammoths, and ask if any other books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, we describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity. Oh, they just made the world a living thing. Yep, that's what they did. What definitive action did they take? They summoned a Zodiarch. They knocked Talmud from the sky. I mean, under extreme technicalities, this is technically the truth, but yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiarch brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set all right. I mean, he basically made a will for the entire star, so anything that was going wrong with that star could theoretically fix itself. But yeah, the finer details of that would be interesting to know. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives spread it anew, and it was these fledgling souls that they intended to render them unto Zodiarch, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Vanad and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. I wonder if Vanad is technically the form that Hydaelyn's taking when we see her now. Because, it's quite possible. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi mean to do. Reading comprehension, please. Make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with the towers of theirs. Is forcing people to summon primals a kind of catalyst? Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? Maybe it's a certain type of corruption that happens with someone's creation magic that just so happens to cause everything else to collapse in. It's very likely that it's not actually... It wasn't actually caused outright by someone, though it probably is. I'd wager even more to guess that Fandaniel is part of a group of people, I guess the Telophorois, who sort of made this all occur before, but... But this is all pointless conjecture for this stage. Let us return to our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for your Stola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Yes. Good. Oh, we get to wait for more people. More dialogue. Yes. This expansion is like my drug. It like there's so much lore, so much dialogue. I love it. It's so yes. Good. Many forum members are also researchers or professors. Yes. Always more dialogue. Never not more dialogue. Always more. Give me more. I require more of this. Yes. Many forum members are also researchers or professors. If they know aught of the final days, then that knowledge might surface in their writing. That's my hope, anyway. Yes. Yes. What else do I know of Corvos? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. This is the same thing for flying carpets, though. I wonder if that would be possible to get a mount from that. That'd be cool. I think there's probably already a flying carpet mount that I just don't know exists, but It really is comforting to have all these dedicated assistants on hand. Right then, enough chatting, more reading. More reading! Get back to work. Yes, sir. Ma'am, yes. Shall wait for the others. Well. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one or two possibly useful books. Ooh. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source's reflections from the Garum oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, the tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. It is even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they archons or counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant to the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fauchenal with knowledge of the Telophoroi, there's so many complex words and names, and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they'd posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Yeah, that's a very interesting choice of words that he chose. It's almost as if he knows that what the final days are, but is purposely avoiding divulging anything. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Reading? No, I would never do that. I am big dumb. I do not read. I do not know the word. You labor for what feels like an age as you stroll as research assistant. Moving up in the world. Alright, let's see if everyone has the same dialogue or anything. They have different stuff. I found not of interest so far. I think Ystrola might be right about not getting our hopes up. Your efforts to gain Garaha's Tia's attention go unnoticed. He appears to be lost in his reading. I wonder if any... I wouldn't be like, hey, let's do this. But I wonder if any use would be of telling people of what we went through. Because I highly doubt anyone in this city knows that we went to the first. So... Alright. Have fun in Elden Ring. Also say hi for me. Have a good gaming session, my dude. Yes. Thank you for your help, but I think I can manage the rest without your assistance. If I were you, I'd steal a few quiet moments for myself. Oh dear, you look exhausted. What about your studies? Were you able to find any books on subjects I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a man at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For a moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Nice. I love that sound. It's so good. Alright. Alze appears in desperate need of a study break. Okay, can I get his attention now? Nope. He's still like nose deep in a book. Ready for a tea break, are you? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables. I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. He's still reading. Aw, this is such a comfy place. So cozy. The music in this area mildly reminds me of Animal Crossing music, and I really like it. Very comfy. And honestly, from what I was expecting of this city is a lot nicer too than I was expecting. I was sort of expecting something a little bit closer to like the weirdness that that Ilshire has. But everything is very functional. Very nice. A lot of the places that you actually need to go and things like that are super easy to get to, though you still just can't like look up there and see where we just were and stuff like that. It's really nice. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlian that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telophoroi. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Yep, alright. Accompanying. Nice. I'm a little concerned that our poking and prodding around the city might generate some bad things. What? What? What is it? Can man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking forward to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstand, sir. We're but simply wondering if you knew of the Telophoroi. Crap. Wait. You're that House Levior girl, aren't you? This woman with you is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge in their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I thank you I thank you to leave me be. I've naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. It was foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Arian. Away with you. Aw, that's rude. Something tells me we're just, like, getting too much unwanted attention on ourselves right now. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption. We were hoping you might share your thoughts about the Telophoroi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Levieur! My apologies, but I work in the offices of the Forum. And if word reached Master Fortunal that I was helping you... I see. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I do not wish to give offense, but your companion is a well-known figure in this city. And you never know who might be watching. True. It's a shame.
Welcome, madam. What can I offer you today?
Wait, is that Mistress Alizé I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Ah, meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studium. That seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately, there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? It's complicated, and I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levieur. No matter how discreet Master Fortunal may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being where they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times? We have questions, and only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about the apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find. Information on this apocalypse. Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. Oh, we're getting a job, boys. We just finished preparing a new order. Strike up some friendly conversation when you're setting down the food. You might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? I got this. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. Giga Brain activate. Let's go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. Tea set, water's edge. The omelet is for one of the regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisela. He's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers. Gisela omelet. Behind them, you'll see a Mikot gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, then just ask and I'll explain again. I got this. No retries, no redos. I don't have a cool chef's outfit, so I'm just gonna have this out. Mikot gentleman. Alright, here's Gisela. Hello. Oh, okay, so I need to do... The lobster goes here. Yeah. Lobster here. Oven-baked lobster. Excuse me, dang it! Clear away the dish. Yeah, I got this. Tea set. Oh, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. The Talofa who? Sorry, never heard of them, nor the Final Days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about the ritual arcane practices of the 6th Astral Era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Alright, and this is the omelet. Ah, finally! 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. They're gonna be a little too occupied with the omelet. What? It's a Lofroy? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. Oh, the lobster. Urbane banter with a smile. No, I'll just give you your lobster. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. The final days? This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of a sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlayan. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for the folks who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is the most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telophoroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such frenzy? Watch the harbor, and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. So we can go to the docks. Aha! Then there will be people who have information. Fresh brew from the last stand. Nice. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Well, I messed up one person's order, but... Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the Gazettes are printing. Even Dickon has nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it to the wrong ear. I know, but the way that the rumors about Alizé and Alphino have gotten around, the fact that the end of the world has not been more, larger news is kind of crazy. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. That cup of coffee I promised. Ah, nice. Well, let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossip and other wagging tongues. Yes. Oh, this is a nice place when it's not foggy. Oh, look at that! That's a really cool screenshot. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay. Wait, behind the peristyle. Are the people that are unloading the stuff down here going to give us information? That's why they were talking about having more stuff than usual coming in, I see. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight. Oh. I like that.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlayan? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently.
Well, you didn't make the wrong choice. This is a very complicated situation.
It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
I mean, everyone in this family is like this. They're very stubborn. They brute force things. Their father's no different. It's just that their grandfather, they fight for the world and everything like that. And he fights for keeping the peace in and not getting involved in wars and things like that. And Charlian, yeah. That's a lot of people. How are those boats moving?
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos.
A vast complex beneath the island.
Ooh.
Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Is that the place from when they were showing off in the preview? Is that the underground place? That's like everyone was wondering why it looks like there's a net over the sky.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual?
They're trying to... I think they're basically turning this entire island into an ark. No matter what happens out here, nothing bad's gonna happen because they can all just retreat underground for a few thousand years. It's a fallout bunker. That's what it is.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Better get swimming. All right. Labyrinthos. I mean, how did we get down there? Can't exactly get on a boat right now. I would assume that a place like that would be super heavily guarded. So, interesting. Labyrinthian descent. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Go on ahead to the Numenon, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. True. Yes, let us go. speaking with everyone. This honestly does feel like it's going to start, like... It feels like in Shadowbringers when we had the branch between going and being with Alizé and then going and being with Alphinaud. It feels like that, which makes me believe that we will have a zone here. However, or on an island. There's not many zones on an island. So I'm thinking that the underground area is probably going to be the zone. How do they actually... Wow, they have to go a really long way around. Crazy. Well, let's see what they have in store for us down there, then. Honestly, crazy magical people. This city, pretty impressive. Not as impressive as I would expect from a multi-thousand-year-old city-state which prides itself on harboring knowledge from every, like, conceivable thing they can possibly get their hands on. Like, they're way too magically powerful for just a small city like this. Is that coffee I smell? Did I miss the tea break? Coffee? Tea? Okay. Where's Alizé? I thought she was with you. Well, she was coming. She was coming. My loyal assistant returns. There's a lexicon on the first floor that I need you to... Ah, you found something, haven't you? Yes, we have. Trial? Welcome back, Arya. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. It makes sense. Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats. But as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo, it certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As Y'shtola observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Arian and Alizé learned at the second stand, or at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing in particular of that period of ancient history. Yet, my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves. And if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Anything would be better than burying my head in another dusty book. I understand not everyone is the studious type. Consider this a welcome change of pace, then. As for myself, there are a few more subjects than I would like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. If they are Noah's arcing this, you know that there's like a seed vault that has a similar sort of concept where it's just sort of, it's in the middle of a frozen wasteland, really far away from where any like nukes or anything would go off, provided there's a world war or an apocalyptic event. And it just holds all the seeds in a catalog. It's sort of like that. They're just getting everything they could possibly they possibly can to go underground into their vault. I'm thinking that's what's going on. Watch your step in Labyrinthos. It's rather more perilous than a simple storehouse, although you will likely make the experience all the more attractive to an adventurer like you. Hello, Alize. Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow Alize and try not to fall behind. Okay, I'm hoping this isn't like a lot of other MMOs where you walk like super. Okay, it is. Is our walking speed at least somewhat similar? Damn it! No, they have done the mistake. We really should get a move on. I'm literally going to walk circles around you. Now we run. Let's go! Yes! They knew. They did not lack the critical information. We crossed this bridge. So, have you been down to Labyrinthos before, Alize? That's interesting that you know the way there. Up here. Okay. I got you. Wait, it's past the forum? Cool. We could have used the Aethernet, Alize. We could have used the Aethernet. Here we are. Through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? It'll make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Yes. Let us go. Into Labyrinthos. Oh, this is cool. Wait, can I actually go into the forum proper? I can. That's kind of cool. I'll not do that right now, because we're definitely going to be going in there later, but I will save the suspense and the surprise for some other time. Is there like an elevator or something down here? There is! Nice. Ooh. God, there's a lot of people. Chocobo Keep! Wait, why is there a Chocobo... Hello? Why are you in here? Well met, traveler. Might I... Okay. Ah, don't tell me. This is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name. Yes. How does this work? You're indoors, underground, next to some elevators. I've not been to Labyrinthos in the longest time. Even as a student, my visits were few and far between. You didn't take the wrong turn in the roster there, did you? I doubt the forum would take kindly to you barging into the private session. Yeah, definitely not. No. How did the forum learn of the final days? We probably should not be talking about this in the open, but exactly how much do they know? More to the point, what do they intend to do about it? Hopefully the answer to at least one of those questions lies below. Welcome to the Halls of Artifice. Would you be looking to descend to Labyrinthos? The lift here will take you there. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift, and down we go. Yep. It's exactly the area I was thinking of.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
That's so
In any
cool.
age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
Oh, yeah.
If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
It's cool.
Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Terrifying. Labyrinthos. That's a really cool concept. It's like, honestly, it reminds me a bit of like the Aperture Science facility from Portal. Just build down. Cool.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing.
Yeah. That's so cool.
But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
That's ridiculously cool. Compared to, like, some of the city-states we've been in? What?
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma.
That's foreshadowing for something.
It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Shit, my game crashed. No! My game crashed. I'm really hoping we don't skip out on this cutscene because of this. Oh, shit. No! Come on, Final Fantasy. In the middle of a cutscene. Alright, let me get my thing out. All again. Come on. I believe we can not skip that cutscene, please. That's like the second crash I've ever had on stream. Come on. Alright. Here, I'll, Please don't make us skip out on dialogue. Please don't make us skip out on... It looks like we're gonna skip out on dialogue. No! God damn it. Oh, well. And the world's full. I mean, it is like 7 o'clock, so it is getting pretty close to good times for people to be hopping on. What horrible timing. It happens occasionally off stream. That is such a cool... That is so cool. Oh, okay, cool. We do get the cutscene back. Very nice.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
We get to hear the joyous sounds of Emmett Selk again.
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
That's neat. That looks like ether
If
smoke.
the stack grows too high, start a
crystals?
new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
But they're just straight up bringing
Knowledge,
everything
buried
down
beneath
here.
knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
There's no escape. Hey, we got to see that again. That's cool. it. Like, this place is cool. No, I don't want to skip the cutscene outright. It is neat.
Not what you expected. I must.
Okay.
But I assure you that we are beneath.
As much as I want to hear
The
all this
island
again.
is volcanic. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
How many levels do we have here?
Aren't those people gleaners?
So they are.
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today.
Yeah.
It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Somebody's gonna overhear this. Ah, no, okay.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Yeah. Lettuce. Lettuce.
Ugh.
What? Is that echo stuff?
Did you call to me just now?
No.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent.
Ooh.
I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Entitled, she's trying to get through to you. I think she can get through to me very easily because of certain events, but other people is a little bit more difficult. Oh, this place is cool. Alright. As with tradition, for this expansion, get a cool screenshot the second we enter the zone or find a cool spot. Very nice. Oh. This is all underground. That's crazy. They even have grass and trees. Ooh. Hello, Alize. Who are you talking to? Fascinating. We could go back to what you were just saying earlier. I suppose they all probably have very interesting things to talk about. They all venture around the world and everything. Hello? You here to help or give me more headaches? Because you don't have the look of a gleaner. And I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took to tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have to now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Exhausted gleaners. Just casually scribbles down a note in the background, just like, Now, what are you taking a note of? Nothing important. Ooh, junk monger, very nice. Mender, very nice. Hello, Kryl. Most of those gathered here appear to be gleaners. Why don't you wander around and try making small talk? That's what I'm doing. I'm making small talk with you. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books, and ore, and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the new big expansion. So they're preparing. I think they're just going to make this the new above ground, and they're just going to seal themselves. It's Fallout already. They're just going to seal themselves in vaults underground. Hello. Oh, a fresh face. That's a rare sight. How may I help you, newcomer? What kind of place is this? This is Upper Acrinthos, Labyrinthos' primary storage facility for materials delivered via the lift. Here we identify and sort said deliveries before they're sent on to the Archon, or another facility for safekeeping. You might say that we're a service entrance for Labyrinthos. This is a service entrance? What do you do here? Simply put, my job here is to record and classify the Gleaner's acquisitions. But the work's anything but simple. We collect all manner of items here in Labyrinthos. Ancient scriptures, artifacts, rare specimens, you name it. Odds are we have it. And all of that needs to be expected. Interesting. Who's the other person I can talk to? Ah, a person I couldn't have seen coming that way. I see. Oh, they were right next to the mentor. A person that I should have seen coming from that way. Let me think. The rare seeds should be item 1058. Human seeds, 1059. Ooh. Snurble berries, 1060. Or were they 1061? Ah, my head feels like it's stuffed with Moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do this all at once and risk mixing it up? Wait, they're taking things out? What if someone mistakes the Kurthian carrots for the Girbanian carrots? What then? Interesting. It's almost like they're making room for things while also trying to stock up on important stuff. I wonder if they're going to just, like, say screw it to all the individuals and just have anyone important down here. Any luck, Arian? What tales do the Gleaners have to tell? Well, that's what they had to tell. Overworked. Lots of things going in and out. And, yeah. This grand operation begins without warning. And for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The Forum is definitely up to something. And they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Fascinating. Fascinating. We would do well to learn more of what, specifically, the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Arian, I have an idea. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him with said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this Gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting! Well, sir, would you, I heard something about marmots. You need help with those? Yes? You wish to help me find the marmots? I have nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. I got you. My name's an Aaronville friend, specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nagshian marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. That seems dangerous. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to ride in our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. They have rain in here? That's cool. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot. Or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Alright. I was hoping it'd be like artificial rain or something that it would say. Nope, it's just raining. They've gotten this down. Why do they have things like this just, like, around? I don't get it. They just have, like, crazy... What even is that? Trolls. Troll in the Labyrinthos. Trolls! Why? Are they fine with me killing these things? I mean, if they attack me first, then... Hello, marmots. Any marmots here? That's a cool, like, ether thing. It seems a little dangerous, but... I'd expect they might be up here. Check the high ground. Ah, yes. Hello. Oh, hey. Come over here. Come here. There we go. Nice. Ooh, I like this, I like this. More enemies have joined the fray. Why do you have these in your basement, people? Seems a little bit dangerous, not gonna lie. Squeak. Barely have you readied the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off into the underbrush. Ah. Damn. Oh. This place is massive. Even over here, they've got whole buildings down here. This is bigger than their city. No. Cease, troll. I do not wish to fight you right now. I'm in search for a much smaller prey. Like that. Are they only having two? It would fit the sort of like Noah's Ark sort of theme that they've got going on here. It would be on brand. Ah, hello, hunting troll. Come here. Come here. Ah, I'll come to you. Fine. Fine. I'll come over here and smack you around a little bit. Freak. Oh. There we go. Rat sack. No! Rodent nimbly evades your grasp before once more disappearing into the trees. They really are just bringing us past all of this. Oh, there's an event going on over there. The hills are alive. Stay back, troll. Where is this thing? Oh, it's probably up there. Yep, it is up there. Well, good thing I can get my car out. I bet they've never seen something like this in Charlene. Never before seen car. Runs on petrol. It costs a lot to fuel it in this world, but hey. Hey, the current. Do I? Ah, there it is. Alright. We've cornered it. It's fine. It can't run away forever. We got it now. Tweet, tweet. Yeah. More prepared for its speed this time. You succeed in closing the sack of your elusive quarry. Alright, and I'll take care of you, because we're going to have to get that Aether Current real quick. I'll try to get as far over here as possible. Okay, I'm glad I didn't go all the way to the edge. That would have been bad. Nice. Grab this before the other one turns around, hopefully. Very nice. We could use our Aether Compass again! Nice! 523 yalms to the south. So that way. We'll get them hopefully faster than I've gotten some of the ones for the other areas, because, you know, sometimes there's many areas I still don't have the Aether Currents for. I know it's very convenient to be able to fly and everything like that, but for some reason, every time I go to do it, I'm just like, do I want to do that right now? Eh. Alright. Oh, we have captured this thing for this man. Here's hoping he has some good information. Hello, sir. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. There you go. Oh, I should have read the thing. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in the holding cage. Good. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them in the first place? You probably can't tell us. Why, the authority in charge of the Labyrinthos, now and in perpetuity. The same officials who've had us working day and night of late. The honorable members of the Forum, who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, those are the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the Forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Arian. Well, who are all your friends? Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who's looking for the lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friends. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Kryl, the students of Baldessian. The others are my associates. Truth be told, the Forum's decision of late has not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent in the Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing those decisions put to action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls. Other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Farewell. Did you learn anything from your new friend there? So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We also discovered that the operation was begun. When the operation was begun, the Forum contacted the Gleaners Guild ship and put their people to this great work some 4 days after the Telophoroi made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of the Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Maybe they were waiting for it. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Telophoroi's declaration was what set it all in motion. It seems likely. Let us not keep to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. I'm sorry, there's a lawnmower going on outside. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archeon? From there, we can reach the lower... Another echo situation? Kryl, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Maybe there's... Ooh, theory time. Maybe there's something about this that prevents the influence of Hydaelyn in this area, which would more so be generalized to influence from primals and stuff like that. that would technically allow all of this to be insulated from everything that's going on outside, if that were the case. Because it wouldn't hurt this much to be, like, trying to listen to Heidelin. There's something interfering. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I can remember the way to Archeon. We follow the path east, through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Lots of trolls. Trolls in the dungeon. Yes. Ooh, it's a full-on... It's a full-on Aether Crystal. They have the weirdest zone ideas in this game, which is awesome. They have the weirdest zone ideas. I love it. So this is the Archeon. This whole thing over here. Very interesting. Oh, and it's like a normal aetherite, too. Huh. Well, let's just have a talk. What is this? We're not playing Halo, are we? Oh, like a ring. Oh, Halo. Alright, Kryl. Don't worry about me. I'm hale and healthy. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that. Nay, let's discuss this later. The investigation demands our undivided attention. Yes. This is the foremost material archive in Charlian. I should love to explore its treasures, shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. Were you caught in mist on your way here? The sprayers keep the air humid so that the habitat feels as close as possible to a natural forest. That's what those are. Ah, that's cool. I thought they were like lamps or something. So I guess they could technically be both. Motorcycle. Behold, the Archeon. As Numenon serves as a Charlayan's literary archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a manner of speaking, the Archeon contains the physical knowledge of Charlayan's unwavering dedication to accumulation of knowledge. Very cool. The Archeon. Ah. Yeah, okay, same dialogue. Good. Alphina was gazing into the Archeon with an appraising look. You know what? I think I might call it here. I'm sort of losing a little bit of my focus, and I wanna make sure that I'm absolutely focused when I'm playing this game. So I think that might be where I call this stream for today. Oh, I'm so happy. We're finally in Endwalker. I was about to say Shadowbringers, but no, we're way past that point. We're finally in Endwalker. Yes. Ah. Oh, well, ads are playing right now. But, yeah, I think that's where we'll end it. It's been a very productive day. We're already in, like, the first, like... Oh, the hunt train was going on here. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. This is going to be super fun. I'm probably going to be on tomorrow. I'll post a thing on the Discord. I know I keep saying this, but I will post a thing on the Discord if I'm streaming tomorrow. But I want to try to make it so that I'm streaming more frequently, because I know the last stream was 6 days ago, and I want to keep things a little bit more consistent. However, some days I'm not fully up to the task of streaming Final Fantasy, So, and I want to make sure that I'm actually like able to pay good attention to the game and everything like that. So I think some days I might start streaming some other things just to sort of also be streaming those days and things like that. And we'll just have fun with a bunch of this stuff. We'll switch around between things and things like that. I'm wholly looking forward to all of the new lore and everything that we'll be going through in here. But yeah, I think that's where we'll call it. I'm going to check the stream over. I think Heaton is streaming right now, so let me just check real quick. Oh nope, that's not that. There we go. Let's see. Yes, he is. So I'll be chucking everyone over to Heaton. There we go. So, once again, thank you everybody for watching. And I'll be back next stream. Goodbye.